The common story goes, parts of Africa has always disliked homosexuality. It's cultural, it's traditional, but here's what history actually tells us. Much of Africa's initial anti-LGBTQ laws didn't come from African tradition. It came from European colonial rule. The very laws now being used to imprison people, they trace directly back to British colonial era statutes. We know Africa is not a monolith. According to the Human Dignity Trust, there is now a trend developing in francophone countries, and in some cases, clampdown on queerness, where criminalisation of same-sex intimacy has not previously existed. But right now, as nations simultaneously push the UN to recognise the transatlantic slave trade as the gravest crime against humanity, a privately funded bill that revives colonial-era morality laws is being pushed to criminalise Ghana's own LGBTQ citizens. That contradiction is not an accident, it's a story. Whether it's Senegal, Uganda, Mali, Burkina Faso, new or tightened anti-LGBTQ laws are spreading across the continent right now. Some analysts say US evangelical groups and even Trump-era rhetoric are part of the fuel. I spoke to Awo, a Ghanaian trans woman, who for obvious reasons I'm trying to protect. She describes housing insecurity and fearing violent backlash, but determination to defiantly amplify queer histories. She referred to traditional labels, dialects, and even deities that were genderless, gender fluid, and challenged any reimagining of sexuality taking place inside the continent or outside to centre on these native labels. More than 30 countries in Africa still criminalise same-sex relationships, intimacy, and queerness. That's nearly half of all the countries in the world that have these laws. Consequences are grave. We're talking about everything from prison time and heavy fines to even a death penalty in some places. But the tide is also starting to shift. In just the last few years, 7 countries have moved to decriminalise and protect their citizens. The way to keep that momentum going is to document queer legacies wherever we find them, shield allies from this weight of repression, and finally, unlearn the biases that were never ours to begin with.